So we continue. So this is a continuation of our weekly session, or these are our regular weekly session rather. It's actually supposed to be a continuation of a series that we started. However, we're taking a different dimension this week because after the session we had last week, we had a couple of feedback, people who told us that, well, because we kept making reference to the previous version, there was a kind of disconnect. So today we have decided to take it, and anyone who is connecting today should know that this is a stand-alone session. Whatever you have missed earlier, whatever happened, if I even make any reference to anything, just forget it, that it's just a byword. We're focusing mainly today on what we are looking at, and we're looking at, like the topic says, investing with clarity. Investing with clarity. And like I said, it's a continuation of our weekly series. For those who are probably joining for the first time, or are joining this weekly webinar for the first time, my name is Segun Sonowo, pseudonym Mr. Meaningful. Yeah, Mr. Meaningful. So if you just call me, just let us say my name is Mr. Meaningful. I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. So just call me Mr. Meaningful and we're cool. We're cool like that, right? Well, I'm the principal partner at Meaningful Realtors. Meaningful Realtors is a financial advisory consulting service where we guide people on real estate investment in particular. Like we say, we do financial advisory using real estate as a vehicle. However, we're not just interested in where you put your money or just about your money alone. We are also open to guide you and give you guidance on the way you invest your money, or you have real estate issues, you need clarity on any matter. I think, as you'll hear me say continuously in this session, one of our major things is about clarity. Yeah, we try to focus on clarity, to give you clarity on anything you want to do so that it will make it as easy as it can be, right? This is a stand-alone session, like I said again. So just take it that if you're joining for the first time, you've never missed anything. You're just coming into this space and you want to know what exactly is this thing that we're talking about. Today we're looking at investment, or invest with clarity, or investing with clarity, understanding buyback model, how to invest without stress. Understanding the real estate buyback model, investing without stress. Yes, so as we go on, you see, what exactly do you mean investing without stress? Yes, this is what this is supposed to tell you about. If you join previous sessions, good luck, that's fine. This will only give you an opportunity to deepen your understanding of this business or this investment model. Today's session is very focused. We're talking about one thing, the buyback investment model, because like I said, after the last session, people came back and gave us feedback that they are interested, but they really want to understand how it works. So today I'll break it down in the simplest way possible. No assumptions, no stress, no complexity, just clarity. That's what, and we'll try to make it as simple as it can be. Because the truth is that, and let's start from the reality, most people want to invest in real estate. They want to invest in real estate, but part of the issue is that, okay, I don't want to lose money. Well, I don't trust the process. I don't have time to manage property. I can tell you, managing property is a whole lot of. Today, I got a call. There's one of the properties that we manage. I'm actually on the mainland. This property is somewhere in Bogije. The tenant called me and told me that, Mr. Meaningful, there's one block that is breaking here. And I'm like, God, there's one block that is breaking in that property. Okay. He said he's going to snap the picture and send to me. That's one of the issues anyway. But truthfully, you can't take that out of life. That's not to say that that's a bad model. But that's one of the things that tell people. In fact, I have a client, yes, who is currently an investor in the buyback. He said he had to sell some of his properties because he couldn't cope with tenant issues. He could not cope with tenant issues. Today they pay, tomorrow they are not paying, and all that for something that he bought with his own money that he wishes to give. His intention is to make money from that process. This is not like, I'm saying again, that this is not to discard or to discount or to despise investment in rental property, because It's also one way of investment in real estate. But the truth also is that people don't avoid real estate, they avoid uncertainty. They avoid uncertainty. I want to put my money in something and I'm sure that, okay, after a period of time, I'm going to get these particular returns. And that is what the buyback option is about. So let's simplify. Let's say, what is buyback? Let me explain this in simple terms. Buyback is simply saying, imagine you give your money to somebody. I say, okay, you want to do business with my money? I'll give you my money, but I'm going to get this money back at the end of 1 month. And I'm going to get it back at X plus is defined. Plus is X plus. Okay, I'm going to get it back at 1 plus X, taking it that your principal on the amount you're giving out is 1, and X is the agreed return that you're going to get. That is what the buyback is about. Simply put, at the beginning, you agree with that person how much you will earn and when you will collect your money. It is defined, it is structured. That is the idea behind buyback. You're simply giving your money to the developer. They're going to put your money in real estate investment, which is what the bank actually does with your money. You give the money to the bank. Yes, like I said, I didn't mention that at the beginning. My name is Segun Sonowo. I did banking for over 2 decades. So when I say we're doing financial advisory, I'm the principal partner at Meaningful Realtors. I work with a partner who has also been in financial service for over a chartered accountant, precisely, for over 2 decades. So as a team, we have over 4 decades of combined financial service experience. So when we say we're doing financial advisory, we're talking from an angle of knowledge, from an angle of understanding of what we're saying, at least to a very good extent. So let me go again. You invest in a property. This is how it works. You invest in a property-backed opportunity at a fixed time. Your capital is returned plus an agreed profit. An agreed profit. You invest at a fixed time. Your exit date is defined. What you are going to get at the end of the period is equally defined. That is the key line here that we're looking at, is that you are not getting your returns. You are entering a structured agreement. It is agreed upfront. It's a structured agreement. The same way you give your money to the bank, you do a fixed deposit. Where this is different from the bank is that what this offers you, it's plainer than what banks will offer you. It's plainer, it's clear, it's upfront. And whatever you're getting here gives you an edge against inflation, because whatever you're getting is way above inflation rate. Inflation rate, like I heard, is about currently between 15 and 20, thereabout. So any investment that you're doing that is giving you anything around or less than that, you're losing money. That's the truth. Simple. Maybe that's the story for another day. We'll do that analysis some other times. So let's break it down further. You invest a specific amount, like say 1 million, 5 million, 10 million. Your money is tied to a real property or project, not abstract. The document you'll be given will state it, that your money is tied to this project AXYZ, located in location, how do I put it now? Location Ikoyi, right? And this investment is going to be for 6 months, it's going to be for 12 months, it's going to be for 18 months. It is clearly defined, right? So your buyback at the agreed time, the developer buys back your stake and you receive your capital plus your profit. It's as simple as that. I'll go over it again. You meet the developer, okay, through Meaningful Realtors. We show you the basically what we do. Let me also say that, yes, this is not our own project. We work with credible developers that have done project 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And what they do is that the funds are pulled, including funds from Meaningful Realtors. And we show people, okay, this is this opportunity, right? Invest. If you put your money with this investor, funds are pulled from investor A, investor B, 1 million, 2 million, 10 million. We all pull our money together. The developer gets a particular property, right? Works on that property with that fund. Before the end of that period, that property is traded and the profit is shared between all the stakeholders. We go into the investment by April, like we are now. April from now, 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 18 months. At the end of 12 months, which is March, end of March next year, I bring in 10 million. The developer tells me I'm going to get back at the end of the period a 30% returns on my investment for the 12-month period. Once it's 12-month period, I'm going to get back my 10 million. Oh, why am I saying 10 million for myself? No, I put in 100 million. Me, I put in 100 million. So, and at the end of the 12 months, I'm going to get back my 100 million plus at 30%. That is, at the end of 12, I'm going to get back 130 million. Agreed. It's as simple as that. It's as simple, it's as straightforward as that. Simple line. You enter clearly, you exit clearly. And why does it work? Why does it work? Especially for, if you're a banker like I used to be, if you're a business owner, if you're a diaspora investor, yes, your biggest problem is not money. It is time, it is trust, and it is structure. Time as in, okay, do you have the time to go through all that stress? Do you have the energy to go through all that stress? Okay, now the person you want to give your money, can you trust the person? And if I put the money in, what is the certain I'm going to get the fund back at the end of the agreement? Yes. So buyback comes to solve the problem of time, of trust, and of structure. No tenant issues, no maintenance stress, no daily involvement. Even in the stock market, you go every day, you go and be looking at it. Okay, has it gone up? Has it gone down? This one, all that is taken off you. No daily involvement, no maintenance stress. What is happening to the property? Like the one I said, I got the call today, the block is breaking, the roof is leaking. All that does not concern you, and you don't have any issue with any tenant. So your money works even when you are not involved. Your money is working even when you're not involved. I have different experiences. Is it banker that I work with now? My former colleagues, yes. A lot of them, they just put in their money, clear entry. They want to invest in real estate, but I say, I don't want stress. I don't have time. You know the nature of my work. And they go into buyback. They do it. The entry is defined. The returns is defined. At maturity, you know what most of them say? I didn't have to chase anything. Man, that is enough comfort for me, that I don't have to chase. I don't have to run around. I don't have to get calls disturbing me on my job. And you have diaspora experience. You have people from diaspora who have sent home money for different projects, who have sent in money for different investment, and the experience has not been palatable. Stories, delays, issues. Some of them even got to the point of they stopped investing until they came about this model. And we send back the portfolio. And from time to time, we send them their portfolio. We send back the portfolio of one of them. Even with our that are managing, we were alarmed, as in, you mean this fund today, this amount, the day of 10 million, the day of 3 million, the day of, okay, rollover principal plus interest. And within a period of less than 2 years or thereabout, the fund has grown so much, and now this person has confidence again in doing investment back home. What is the benefit? Clarity. For them, clarity rebuilds their confidence. For the diaspora agent, for our diaspora connects, so it's as simple as that. Yes, there are questions that will be asked. People ask questions. Is it safe? Yeah. Let me tell you the truth. The truth is that no investment is 100% risk-free, but this is structured and asset-backed. That's the difference. Anybody who's doing business, any investor who is truthful and sincere with you will let you know that no investment is totally 100% risk-free. But the difference in this case is that it is structured and it is asset-backed. And somebody will say, oh, how do I trust this? Well, when you get into this, you see property details, you get documentation, and the structure, like I've explained, is as simple as I've explained. But before you proceed, I don't want to say, you don't need to rush. You can review. We'll connect. We'll give you the name of the developers. You can do your check online. You can do your check on Meaningful Realtors as an organization. And that's why we put our face to conversation so that people can actually see us and see that, okay, these are real people. The project that I mentioned, that your monies are being invested in, you can check them up through the company's website and all that. Yeah, these are credible people. They are online. You can see their projects. Well, after doing that, after your review, like we call it in business, after your due diligence, you can then decide, right? So, as usual, this is not meant to be a lengthy conversation. Maybe we'll have some 1 or 2 few minutes to answer some questions today. The floor will be open for those who might want to answer questions. Well, because normally, expectedly, right? Expectedly, there will be two people. I mean, there are two sets of people who probably might be on this call. Some will close with, "Oh, I'm still thinking." And others will say, "Well, let me understand properly and take a step." The thing is that life does not respect intention. Life respects action. It is only those who take action. It is the action takers that benefit. So I would like to say that if you see availability, if you want to see available buyback opportunities, like I told you, we'll show you the companies. If you're interested, we'll let you know. If you want to understand the structure better in detail, you can reach out to me. Or if you have questions you want to ask directly and you don't want to ask on this platform, you can equally reach out to me. You can send me a message after this session. You can call my number. I'll give you my number. You can schedule a short call. No pressure, just clarity, right? And like I say again, the people who win are not the ones who wait. They are the ones who understand and position early. I hope this is very clear. And I really want to believe that this is clearer now than it was before. So if you are interested in this option, if you want to invest in real estate, because this is investment in real estate, it's not that they just collect your money, they put it somewhere. No, they get your money, invest it in real estate in particular projects, right? Where at the end of the project period, as agreed, you get back your principal and interest. What this gives you is that buyback gives you defined entry, defined return, defined exit. In fact, I would call it another way. Another word for buyback is definition. Definite. Defined entry period, defined exit period, and defined return that you are going to get at the end of the period. At this point, I want to leave the floor open in case we have people that want to ask questions. In case you have any question, you can just indicate by a raise of hand. We can call on you. If you have any question, you want to get more clarity. But in case you don't, or you don't want to ask your question here, well, I will drop my number. You can reach out to me. My number is for diaspora contact +234 703 091 0000. But for me to be sure that we actually got this, if there's anyone who can unmute and tell me, okay, what's your understanding? Do you really understand this process better now? How do you understand it? Can anybody just unmute and just give a feedback so that I'll actually be sure that we communicated? Anyone who is willing to do that? I can see a couple of my people here. It doesn't matter. Nobody is seeing you anyway. Well, you don't need to open your video. You can just unmute. Any question or any feedback, we'll appreciate it. No questions, no feedback. Okay, I believe then that we all understand the process, or if you want to reach out to me afterwards, you can call 070 3091 0000. I'll just drop that on the chat box in case, for the benefit of those who are not able to take it as I dictate it. That is it for those who want to reach out locally, and for those who want to reach out on the, I'm putting the international code prefix. So once again, I want to say thank you to everyone who connected to us this week. I remain yours, Mr. Meaningful, and it's very clear. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Mr. Meaningful. God bless you. Thank you very much, Abiba. I appreciate it. Thanks for that feedback. Yeah, thanks. So in case you don't even want to speak, you can drop your feedback in the chat box. It will be appreciated. Or if you're connecting on Instagram or Facebook, you can also drop your feedback, even though I can't respond to that immediately, but I'll check it and get back to you. Once again, I say I remain yours, Mr. Meaningful. Thanks so much. Yeah, Mr. Adilola, thank you very much, my big brother. We look forward to seeing you again next week, where we'll be bringing to you another opportunity of real estate investment. Yes, that is what we are all about, bringing you meaningful, viable, meaningful opportunities. And we'll not just about investment, we'll look at different areas of real estate. Some other times we might be looking at, okay, what is the development in this area? Thank you very much, Uncle Shola. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. You enjoyed the session. I appreciate that feedback. Right, we'll look at different aspects of real estate. We'll look at trending matters. We'll probably, and somewhere down the line or intermittently or occasionally we'll bring in experts on the platform that will join us. We'll bring lawyers, we'll bring surveyors, we'll bring town planners, we'll bring different people that will also talk to you about real estate investment. Thank you very much once again. I appreciate you connecting with us on our real estate investment masterclass. That's what we call it for now. And we look forward to seeing you again, same time next week by the grace of God. Bye for now. And I pray, like we had at the beginning, everything you put your hand for will work. Thank you. Till next week. Bye for now. Thank you very much, everyone, for connecting. I appreciate all those who are on this call with me. Thank you very much, Uncle Noah. Bye. Auntie, thank you very much, ma. Salawal, Uncle Sheyi, thank you very much. Bye. I'll see every one of you next week by God's grace.